So what is the word purpose to you? And how can someone find or identify their purpose in life, especially if you're a youngster and you don't even know where you're going in life. You're still like in your early 20s. And that's usually the most confusing part of your life because you don't even know what you want to try. A lot of people have like multiple talents and they're like, I can do this, I can do that. So they're like trying everything out. So how do you over time identify what your purpose is and then start going along that track?
Oh, thank you. I know when we talk about purpose literally is just about your source, your function, your strengths, your being, and ultimately your reason for existence. Now, purpose has a lot. It is not what I'm going to discuss like in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, or even in 1 hour, because purpose itself is a school. It's a school itself that people need to go into study. And the best way I always tell people to know your purpose is this. If you want to know how Facebook works, you ask Mark Zuckerberg. If you want to know how Microsoft works, you ask Bill Gates. If you want to know how you work, then you ask your creator, because your creator was what that made you. Mark Zuckerberg has the manual for Facebook. Bill Gates has the manual for Microsoft. So God has your masterpiece. He has your manual. So that's why I said purpose is your source. Purpose is your being. Purpose is your function. And ultimately, it is the reason of your existence. Now, the big question that comes up, how do you know your purpose? How can you identify your purpose? Taking a closer look of what I've said earlier on, for you to know how something works, you have to go to the fountain, to the originator. I always tell my friends, look back 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, even 20 years ago. If you are 30 years after you look back 31 years ago, what were you in heaven if you believe in the creator? You might be a flower, you might be a stick, you might be something else, but God now plucked you out of heaven. I said, I'm going to send you into the world to fulfill purpose, to work on an assignment. Now, again, people don't know what that assignment and purpose is all about. I always tell people that your purpose was made in heaven, but your assignment is on earth. But quite unfortunately, you will see people working on their assignment instead of their purpose, and see people working on their purpose instead of their assignment. So how does that relate? Now, if God has given you a purpose that this is what I want you to do, but because of frustration in life, because of lack of experience, lack of mentorship, or not hearing from the right voice, or even right counseling, people now leave their purpose and start doing things they are not supposed to do. That is why you see people who are in high school, in colleges, and even professionals who are in a job they don't like, students studying a course they don't like, they are not passionate about it. And then down the line, they get screwed, they get frustrated. So to identify your purpose, there are many ways to identify your purpose. One of those ways is to ask yourself, what are those things that you do effortlessly? You don't struggle to do it. What are those things that make you happy? That you can do it even though you are sleeping and they wake you from sleep. Mr. Dapo, Mr. Henry, can you speak? Can you write? We need this. You do it creatively. You could do it for fun, even though you're not being paid. People have been saying, oh, I see you are good in this. You are a good moderator. You're a good singer. You don't have to stretch yourself. You are skillful in a particular game or sports. All you need is little training. So there are many ways to discover your purpose. But like I always tell people that even scripturally it is said in Isaiah 4:6, my people perish because they lack knowledge. But I say my people perish because they lack understanding. When you practice introspection, when you practice meditation, you will hear a voice. You will see things happening for you. So that's why I said earlier on, purpose is not what you just discover within a twinkle of an eye. It's a journey. I have a manual that I use to tell people how they can discover their purpose. This is what I do. I tell people, even though you're in high school, if you're in college, or you're in professional, I help people. I always tell people, and I'm going to end with that with this quote, until you have figured out your life purpose and the goal you are aiming for, you are merely existing as supposed to be living. A lot of us today are merely existing as opposed to living. You are not meant to exist. You are meant to live. You have a purpose. So there's something so unique about if you die today, will people be angry you died? Or what will they say, oh, when you was alive? What value were you given? So there's something about you. There is something so special about you. So purpose is a very intricate part of life, but people don't know. In fact, I was sharing with somebody today. I was telling him about purpose. I said, do you know how purpose works? If you have a key to a door, right? You have a bunch of keys. If you put the wrong key, that door will not open. But immediately you have been able to insert that right key, the door opens easily without stress. That is how purpose is. Purpose opens doors of opportunities. Purpose announces you. Purpose gives you what education cannot give you. It is priceless. So I always tell people work on purpose. In fact, one of the hardest things in life is to discover your life purpose. That's one of the most hardest things in life, to discover your life purpose and then to work in that purpose. Thank you.
Thank you for that. So one of the quotes that I'm kind of very familiar with, before I even ask this question, you said something about a purpose manual. Is the purpose manual, is it a free thing? If it's a free thing, is it something that we could add the link below for people to access it, or they will have to like subscribe to your masterclass to access the purpose manual?
So the purpose manual itself, you have to subscribe to the masterclass. But I am working on a free one for people to literally download and read. Okay. But for now, I just have it in my masterclass. That I have it, and then it's a true process that they come to my masterclass, and then I train them on it.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.